Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Astral Tiger. If you're joining us again, welcome back. If you're new, I hope to leave you with something that'll make your day just a little bit better. So I often like to speak on things that I call seeds of knowledge, because once you implant them in somebody's head and soul, they often sprout and a person can grow and experience this life in a better way. Today's subject or seed is going to be on peace. And I've been meditating on this for a few days now because the world needs a lot of peace right now. The world needs light right now. But before we get on this topic, I would like to take a moment to show gratitude and appreciation for this moment. If you're watching this, we all woke up this beautiful day. If it's raining or the weather's bad where you are, I have this saying I grew up with: the sun is always shining behind those clouds. The bees are enjoying this weather right now. We have a massive blueberry bush right here that produces a lot of blueberries and a lot of new blueberry bushes. So as we grow, I would like to honestly give out some of the things that I grow on this property, from seeds to a whole small blueberry plant that could potentially help you and those that you love. That'll bring me peace. Peace. Peace of the mind, peace of the body, peace of the soul. What is peace to you? How do you define peace? I want you to really think about that. What is peace? Is peace getting a lot of money? Is peace getting whatever you want and only what you want? That's a hawk behind us. I want to start throwing a little bit of environmental knowledge and identification. And that's also a Canadian goose as well. But that squeaking is a hawk. I assume a female hawk. But back to the point. If I'm gonna use a couple of examples of what people consider peace. If peace is chasing a bag and constantly filling that bag with materialistic items, one would never be at peace. I'm enjoying the bees right now. But if you consider peace being the bag, if we change our whole perspective, I'm getting a bag. I'm getting peace. I'm going to be in this state of peace, emotional peace. Then imagine that bag that you've been pursuing that whole time, you filling it with things that you can help others with. How much does one need in his life? We're human. We are human. Does one have true power? Does having power bring you peace? Is it true peace? That's between, honestly, you and you. You have to look in the mirror and ask yourself that. And my bag that I did pursue, because now I'm not gonna put anything, not even my thoughts, into something that can be contained. So this is for those who are pursuing the bag, and you have to start somewhere. Peace comes from within, and then you project it outward. If you're not at peace, you're gonna everyone around you, including the animals, because the animals in this environment, they resonate with me. Everything is gonna resonate with how you feel. People feel that. When you're not at peace, people feel that. How is peace the bag? How is peace bigger than money? Well, I know you need some money in this capitalized Western society to achieve things that bring you peace, because not everyone is able to. Let me change that. Everyone, in a sense, is able to manifest getting property, in a sense, like I am. But are people really doing that? And I'm gonna give you a comparison. If someone is out here trying to get a car that's more expensive than the place that they live, is that trying to attain property? Or for example, if you're trying to get, because I don't pay attention to name brand stuff anymore. If you're trying to get, I guess, Jordans or Balenciaga or some type of jewelry, you know how much land you can get with investing that much time in pursuing that materialistic item? You know that land will bring you more peace than jewelry, some shoes. Shoot, you can go start a garden, be at peace in your garden, peace of mind, peace of soul and body, knowing that you can feed yourself, but then you can make a little bit of productive income, helping society by taking it to a farmer's market, and then you can go get you some Jordans as a reward to self. If it's that if you want it that bad. So what is peace from a human perspective? Because I don't want to talk about peace from the Matrix. It's windy right now. I'm loving it. Let me stop, because it's going to affect my voice. But I'm not going to edit this out, because this is just natural. We can't edit out where it's natural. We got to stop doing that. Life is life. Nature is nature. Earth is earth, and it's been here before us, it's gonna be here after us. But back to the subject. But this is my peace. This is my example of peace. I'm at peace right now. How many people can affect this peace? And that's another thing. Once you achieve peace, you gotta protect peace. So how do you protect peace? By knowing what affects it, what you don't want in your peace. These birds are natural music. That's peaceful. I meditate and go within, find that peace, and that's how I'm able to find peace in the songs of the birds. That brings me peace. Sitting in the sun brings me peace. Watching the stars at night brings me peace. But what I consider peace, somebody else has to go spend money at the club or drink a bottle of alcohol to find false peace. Is this just maturity on my end? Did I outgrow something? Or is society really as bad as it is? I know the answer for myself, but this is a question I would ask anyone I'm sitting in front of who wants to seek an understanding. And see, once we start to have conversation and understand one another, 1 + 1, we get the right answers. is either gonna be, you either gonna add or subtract. So I guess I want you to take away from this video is basically, how can you live your life more peacefully? What all do you need to be at peace of mind, body, and soul? If you have food, water, and shelter right now, and I guess transportation, are you practicing peace? How can you help your neighbor who's not in peace? See, that's the thing. Once we are at peace, and then we spread that, we stop cancer. See, on my previous videos, I said we humans are like the cells of the earth. You wanna know how I got that conclusion? I meditate and I resonate with what's in my physical body too. Every cell within you is a living organism, an independent living organism. So it's like, okay, and I spoke before, we are souls within this body. So in a sense, and you have a gravitational field or aura, so, and there's microorganisms living outside of you and within, you are basically a planet. So is your planet at peace? How can you bring peace to your planet? I'm gonna give you a few examples. Understand where our food is coming from. Why start with food? Because food, I realize, affects the mental, the consciousness, the mood. Once you start understanding where your food comes from and adjust to just organic or growing your own food, then open up a book. Begin to learn the real world. Reading helps decalcify the pineal gland, just like the sun and other healthy diets, basically. After you read, go get the exercise. Exercising helps with decalcifying the pineal gland, getting sunlight, grounding outside, and a good diet. Meditating, leveling up consciously, not just financially. Because I'll be honest, if I ever became a millionaire, excuse me, I had some apple cider vinegar this morning. Apple cider vinegar decalcifies the pineal gland. You can look it up. So we really want to decalcify that pineal gland so we can meditate and go deeper within. Today is such a beautiful day. I want to keep my videos as real as possible. Like, I'm your friend, your homie, somebody you can really resonate with. There's a lot of knowledge I've obtained before coming 33, and there's a lot more that I wish to obtain, but knowledge becomes wisdom once you're able to practice it, once it becomes action. I had to gain knowledge of this land, and now my knowledge has become wisdom. I resonate with this land. When I first moved here, I didn't really resonate. I got bit by a tick, and it put all fear within me. I'm out in the country, so we have a bulldozer or a dump truck passing by. They do a lot of agricultural work out here, and my neighbors are actually cattle ranchers, and they come check up on me all the time. I'm so grateful because of things ever got bad in society. I have reliable neighbors who look after me. So I look after them. I take my neighbor eggs all the time. Last time I barbecued, I took her a plate of barbecue. It's just, I look for ways to help others when I'm able to, if I got it. And it is not always material. Your words, your soul, your energy can help people. Energy is currency. I'm sitting in the sun right now. We don't realize the sun is not, I learned that the sun is not truly a vitamin, it's a hormone. It helps with depression and it energizes us. It helps with fight appetite. I eat once a day. I work out naturally through my environment. So I can honestly say through accomplishing a few small personal goals, I found a different level of peace. I call it my peace wall is being fortified right now. I thought I was every day I think I'm at peace, but then there's always something to fortify my peace. Something that can't take me out of my aura. My aura, my energy field is only growing. So once you understand that, like I spoke on one of my other videos, your environment, you are your environment, you are. I have hilly property, so I'll walk my hilly property and it strengthens, for example, my legs. At first, it was agony, but now I'm used to it. That's peace. It brought me peace. I'm able to maneuver this physical plane of earth. So once you're able to maneuver this, you take it back to this. So you see how things come from this and project outwards, but you also got to take in things that you learned. That's why I don't listen to rap anymore. I just listen to some instrumentals and things that don't really have lyrics. And I just resonate and vibe and paint. Painting brings me peace. So creativity, that's another example. But I can tell you what peace is not before I conclude this video. Peace is not being unconscious. It's a hawk flying right above me. So beautiful. Peace is not being destructive. I learned through the book, Waking Up in the Five Dimensional. Any destructive action is unconscious. And if it's conscious, well, I guess you have to deal with your karma. But that's a topic for another day. We want to stay in peace. So, and don't take from people. Don't mess up somebody's day because you're not feeling good. That's how you affect the energy field of a population. People don't realize when one person feels bad and they go into public, like a grocery store, people feel that. When you're in massive places, man, that's a massive whole bunch of energy. Don't take negative energy nowhere. If you feel like the energy is gonna be negative, maybe you should just go back into your place of peace. I don't like often leaving the property. There's really not too much of a reason for me to leave the property other than to get things that I don't have here. I don't own this world. This property is my responsibility until I hand it down to my kids. And hopefully they have the same goal or vision, but if they don't, hey, this is their life for them to experience, just like this is your life to experience. But I do hope that this world can come to peace, no matter what hemisphere you're in. Countries are only countries for so long that names change all the time. So we just gotta, this is Earth, one humanity. You are you. I am I. We are we. We are united. I just want to end this by saying, have a beautiful day. Thank you for tuning in. Stay amazing. You are phenomenal. You are a soul, and you have Be in peace.